What's up, BZBTV fans? My name is Matt. I'm the videographer from BZB Gear, and today we're joined by Flo and Joel again. I'm live from my office here in Texas, but they are live from their homes over in California. So today we're going to be covering a really in-depth topic, and that's going to be mostly why you want to buy from a reputable and authorized dealer when you're dealing with audio and video equipment. And there's really good reasons for this, even if it does seem like you are paying more for the product. So without further ado, here's my my good friends Flo and Joel. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
How you doing, man?
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy Friday.
The heat is coming. It's starting to get hot.
That's true. It's really hot.
It's definitely getting pretty warm.
I'm sure it's nothing
Hope you have
compared.
AC at home.
I'm sure it's nothing compared to Mr. Texas over there.
Yeah. How's that Texas heat?
Oh, dude, it's 101 right now.
That's it?
Yeah, just, that's it. Just 101 with some humidity. No big deal.
No big deal. It was probably hot. It's probably hotter in Sacramento.
Yeah.
You think so? I guess we could.
I was there.
We could ask Matthew or something from our sales team.
Yeah. Well, my car registered 107 not too long ago when I was up there.
107.
Yeah.
It's all that dry heat, huh?
Yeah. So, yeah, what is our main topic today? It's about...
So today we're talking about why you want to buy from a reputable and authorized. The authorized portion is very critical, but a reputable and authorized reseller or dealer for your audio and video products. Now, we're going to be using our products, obviously, because, we manufacture our own, but this kind of applies for pretty much any AV equipment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in general. So, just the, like you said, when you buy, versus these, generic kind of no-name brands online, they might work fine, in the beginning, but you don't know how reliable they are. The price, the main thing with these are, you go online and you'll see these prices, and they're just more than half off of what, an authorized seller would sell these products at. And, that might be okay for some people if they just need like a simple setup. They don't care about support or like how long it'll last or the reliability. Then they can go that route. But you basically do get what you pay for with these type of products. It just depends on how important a reliable system is for you. Mm-hmm. Also, a big factor for buying from an authorized, distributor, reseller, is the support that goes behind that. Tech support is really big for, these integrators that are out in the field, bar owners, if they have, a video wall set up and something goes wrong. So tech support with authorized, authorized companies they back their product, and they are there, most of US based support. Sometimes when you buy these products, these generic brand products from from online, you can't get a hold of anyone. Like, say, something goes wrong on the spot, and something goes wrong and you need help on the spot. You sometimes you have to call overseas. It's different times. There's language barriers.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, with a authorized company, I mean, you get that peace of mind that somebody will always have your back and someone there to support you. So that's a really big thing for a lot of people that want to buy like serious setups and systems for their project or their company, whatnot. Also, there's authorized dealers. They go through strict quality control. They have to pass a bunch of qualifications and compliances. So sometimes with a lot of times with generic brands, they don't do any of these quality testing. They just they have the product, it works, it does the basic stuff, and boom, we'll put it out there. But yes, I mean, so with authorized resellers, I mean, you'll be confident that you're buying something certified and it's tested and it's proven, and it's compliant with all the like the standards out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just to let me just add on a little bit regarding to not so much on top of just generic brands, but also with BZB Gear, we have a list of our partner resellers, distributors, and just and they're authorized, they're compliant, they play by the rules, and also they abide by. Think of it as an umbrella, a network of distributors and resellers where they believe in our product, they want to resell our product, and they will play by the rules. Meaning there is something called MAP when it comes to minimum advertised price, and they all need to abide by the fact that they can't go lower than a specific price. So not so yes, there are some generic brands out there, but there are also distributors or resellers, third-party resellers out there that are not in our list of authorized resellers. And so if you notice that, maybe can we pull up that image of our BZB
Yeah, it was
gear?
just up actually.
Okay. And yeah, if you're looking at this list of authorized resellers and distributors, we've got B&H out there, BZB Express, we've got AV Post Live. We also have GBNA, Technec, and some of our partners up north, Canada, ABL Media Group. And you want to make sure that you are purchasing BZB Gear products from these distributors or resellers, because when it comes to the most important thing is, like, as far as product, knowing the product and being an expert with the product. Us with BZB Gear, we need to qualify our resellers and also our distributors. We need them to be proficient when it comes to reselling our product, and also just being able to support any of their clients. And for some reason they're not able to support or answer the questions, then they can escalate that towards BZB Gear or us, where we can step in now and, like, hey, whatever needs to be done to find a solution, or even as far as even replacing the product. If you are not an authorized reseller of BZB Gear, then you don't have that power to be able to escalate it towards us, and us being able to replace a product that's not working for you when you have, say, a big event in your sports bar and you ended up purchasing a product from a third-party reseller where you got it. It's a maybe it's a $2,000 product, but you got it for $500. You need to ask yourself, how long do you want to use the product for? Do you just want to use it for that day, for that week, or do you want to use this product for a longer time, maybe 2 years or 3 years? And the fact is that our products have a 3-year warranty. Well, our AV devices, right, Joe? What is actually our warranty for some of our products?
So our warranty, so for our broadcast, well, for cameras, all our cameras, PTZ cameras, EPTZ, whatever it is, our cameras are 5 years, along with registration, if you register it. And all non-camera broadcasting products like, joystick controllers, and our whole Pro AV catalog is 3 years. So cameras are 5, all non-camera items are 3 years. So we have we have a good warranty to back all of our products. Just a note that if like say you purchase a BZB Gear product, but it's from an unauthorized seller, that actually would void the warranty and the tech support that comes with it, including any like the firmware, software, programs, whatnot. So yeah, it's really important that BZB Gear, we have good products, but you want to make sure that you're buying from an authorized dealer, an authorized dealer reseller.
True. And yes, goes back to what I mentioned about finding out, like, and asking yourself as a consumer, from the surface, a lower, cheaper price looks very attractive, and it's easy to, like, let's just go ahead and buy it. It's like, okay, I see the price, but again, goes back to that question of asking yourself, how long do you want to use this product for? If it's only for a one-time use, then sure, maybe buying it for this nice, attractive price is the way to go. But if you want to use it for a year, 2 years, even 3 years, you've got that warranty, you've got that tech support, and it's just something that you really want to look at. So just remember to read the fine print and make sure that you are purchasing products from an authorized distributor, reseller, or any of our partners, because you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself, you're protecting the product, and ensuring that it will last.
Yes. Yeah, because it all really, it's an investment. So if you want to protect your investment, basically. So you might spend a little more upfront, but it will be totally reliable, and it's backed by the warranty, like we discussed. The tech support, like we mentioned, is very big. So like say BZB, like us at BZB Gear, we provide 7 days a week support. Well, the weekdays, we have, and you can reach us through phone, chat, or email. And so 7 days a week, weekdays for sure, call, chat, or email. But then the weekends are, I believe it's through email appointment only. So and actually, I'm sorry, Saturday it is. I gotta bring it up, but it's limited hours. I think it's only till shorter hours. You could still get tech support through the phone, but then the rest of the day, the rest of the day is email, and then Sunday is email as well. So we still do provide support 7 days a week for any of the products.
If I remember correctly, our weekend support is by appointment. So you need to make sure that you contact ahead of time, so that way they know and they're tracking. But it is available. So
it is available. That's the most important.
US based. We're here. No difficulty with time zones or language barriers. You always get somebody here to help you out.
You're going to talk to a live person when it comes to as far as our tech support. We have the weekend support, and it may not be 24/7, but we will guarantee that you will talk to a live person and that you will get support, especially for large events. If you've got a system where it's critical that the system needs to be up and running on a Sunday, you definitely call us before a Sunday. But if it's that type of case and you want to talk to a live person where they will actually walk you through what you need to do to find a solution, we take a lot of pride in our tech support. So it's definitely critical, and you definitely want a certified product, and you're purchasing from an authorized reseller, because there's a lot of things, not just warranty, not just tech support, but what if there's a new feature? For example, our Adamo we're rolling out a new feature, the AI auto tracking. And if you purchase, say, an Adamo from an unauthorized reseller or distributor, then you won't be able to add that update to your Adamo, which would be unfortunate because this is a really cool feature, and I'm sure it's going to be a very useful feature. So those are small little things that really add to when it comes to the money that you're spending. It may look pretty at first as far as a low price, but the extra cost is the support, the warranty, and the updates, firmware, and so forth.
So what are
Yeah.
the things that you were just saying that I really want to kind of latch onto is that extra cost. And I know, like for me, being a videographer and just generally people in the AV field or whatever, this equipment is not cheap. So I 100% get that. I'm always on the lookout for good deals. One thing that a lot of people get caught up on is some of our, this doesn't really apply to products like our Adamo, which we've built from the ground up. But some of these products people do see and they're like, hey, that kind of looks familiar. It looks a little bit similar to something else I see. And I see this different brand. It looks really close, but it's like, it's a lot cheaper. And there's a reason for that. I actually have something that was just sitting on my desk that kind of like brought this to mind. But this flashlight, it actually has the exact same body as another very reputable brand in the flashlight industry. But even though it looks exactly the same, the internals of this have been completely gutted and replaced. So this flashlight performs about the same as a flashlight 3 times its price, even though it has a much cheaper, quote unquote, looking body of a different brand. So I know in some way, shape, or form, we have done some of that in the past where we've taken some products and we have kind of changed, like completely torn out internals and changed internals and are offering, even though it's a similar body of a product, we are offering a completely higher production quality product.
Yeah. No, yeah, perfect that you brought that up because you're spot on. So I mean, you will see a lot of products out there that look very similar, whether it's a camera, matrix switchers, whatnot. So with BZB gear, it may look similar, the shelled outside, but yeah, like you said, the internal components, the chipsets, we use different, we get feedback from customers and clients, and then we do testing, research, and then we put that into building a better performing unit. So yeah, we will use different chipsets, feature sets, components, whatnot, to improve the performance and make it better performing than other generic brands. So yeah, like you said, like, so the cover, the book of the cover might look the same, but the inside tells a different story. Oh.
Definitely. I think a lot of that has kind of come through in the last basically year for us. I mean, we have proven time and time again that we are giving really quality products out there. Not to toot our own horn, but we now have 2 award-winning cameras, and there's a reason for that. So even if it does look kind of like some of our different offerings, especially in the camera lineup, are similar bodies to some of the more generic brands, trust us, we have completely done a whole lot of research, a whole lot of effort to make those cameras completely different. So we have had people in the past call because, especially our tech support, because we have really good tech support, but we have had people call in the past that say, oh, well, I have this camera. It's not the same camera, unfortunately. We can't help you with that. So if you want to have that kind of support tree of people who can help you with your products and even get better products than what you might be paying for, you really need to go through an authorized reseller.
Very true.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to add is with a lot of the no-name, generic brands, you buy the unit and that's it. That's what you get. That's what you pay for. That's what you get. There's no there's no upgrades or anything like that. So, like, say for instance, with ours, you get through a authorized reseller, you get a BZB gear branded unit. we work on updating, like say apps. We have like an iOS app to control our cameras as well as our like AV over IP system. You name it. So yeah, we're always doing research, getting feedback, and then we're making updates to it, every 3 months, every so often. So with ours, like it's just like firmware updates, like Flo mentioned earlier with the Adamo. We have a new, a new AI tracking, auto tracking technology feature on that camera. And it's basically just a firmware that you take your existing Adamo camera. So anybody that had bought Adamo in the past, all they have to do is simply update the firmware from update the firmware of their camera, and then boom, you guys will have auto tracking in that same camera already. So yeah, so that's another thing, buying, like, reputable name brand authorized resellers versus, the generic brand, no name brands is, yeah, you can, will always be updating the firmware, and you always have the latest, greatest product in your hands.
Very true. Very true. And I think speaking of as far as our products and purchasing from authorized resellers, but we have another product that's actually new and upcoming, that we'd like to kind of showcase. Do we have that clip, Matt?
We do. So,
All right.
if you guys want to check this out for the next minute, I'll go ahead and throw it up. We'll be back in about a minute. And we're back. So speaking of a couple new products, I've got some here that are coming down the pipeline to you guys here pretty soon. So, we've got one of our HDMI splitters here. This is a 4K. It'll downscale to 1080p. So this is a 1x4 HDMI splitter. It's pretty sweet. It has audio de-embedding as well. So plenty of stuff to go with that. We've also got a few more matrices coming up here too. So this is our one of our 4x4 matrices over there on the table behind me. Underneath my camera,
That's a 4x4?
Yeah, this is a 4x4. And
Wow.
over there is an 8x8. So keep tuned to BZBTV. You'll definitely be seeing these coming down the road. But to kind of cap today off, just remember when you are buying AV equipment, and this even applies to a lot of high-end equipment, including cameras, audio equipment, pretty much anything along those lines, there is a reason why it's expensive, even if you can get it at a much cheaper cost. You really don't want to be spending less than you should on something that's going to be getting daily use, because once something happens with that, if something goes wrong, you will be paying a price down the road, as far as not having a warranty, not having a angle that you can call to get support. I've been there. I've done that. I broke a camera lens, and it kind of ruined a camera. That was not a good look. Trust me. Just go through somebody who's authorized.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes,
it's just
definitely. Yeah,
and time too. I mean, comes down to time. You're saving money, with money and time. I mean, if you pay for something cheap, it breaks, then you got to spend time on tech support. You got just spend time trying to find a new unit. So yeah, just
you get the
again.
runaround. You definitely get the runaround if you're going with a third party that's not authorized. It's very frustrating.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining me, and thanks to our audience for tuning in. Keep tuned to BZBTV for some more video content coming your way. We're going to have a few videos rolling out in the next week, maybe even some tonight. And other than that, we'll see you guys next week in our next live stream.